Alright, what is up guys? Today I'm bringing you guys the duo practice map. Now I know trios are very popular right now, but the reason I did duos just for now is because I wanted to experiment with this idea. And if a lot of you guys like this map, then maybe eventually I will make a trio version. But for now, it'll just be a duo. But yeah, once you load in, you will see all these weapons. They are the current loot pool weapons, and then I will be updating all of my recent maps here soon with the release of Season 6. Once you've got your weapons in your loadout, you can simply choose one of these 4 scenarios. Now the first one I want to show you guys is the course section. Now this part of the map was inspired by Jiven's duo Peace Control map, and it is very similar, however I added kind of my own twist to it and a little more designed for duos. But basically what I did different in this one is that I put the bots in different locations, as well as you can have 2 bots in one box. So it's as if you're actually fighting a real duo. Okay, so as you're going through this course, make sure you have one player actually focusing on the builds and peace controlling them. And then the other player basically just destroys the builds for the other player and focuses a lot more on killing the targets. Now the player that is actually doing the building, make sure you're setting up your teammate for right hand peeks as well as for yourself. Because if you don't really think about your edits too much, then maybe you're cutting off your other teammate and not allowing him to get shots on the enemy. So this map really helps you guys just coordinate together and overall perform better as a duo. Now the next section is actually tunneling. Now in this section, all you really have to do is go from point A to B, while a bunch of targets are actually shooting at you. Now this is supposed to simulate kind of like an endgame. Now obviously it's not like super realistic because it is very limited in creative mode with the tools we have, but I try to simulate it the best I could. And you also have limited mats, so there may be a time where you have to actually drop mats for your teammate to continue tunneling and reach the end. Now like I said earlier, make sure you are treating this like real games, communicate with your teammate. Make sure one of you is tunneling and one of you is probably looking out for frags or kills and stuff like that. If you start practicing as if you were in real games, you will start to build up habits much quicker. And the last 2 are pretty similar. We have split and push. Now the push one is where you spawn with your teammate and you have 2 enemies to go for. And instead of trying to push one enemy at a time, make sure you guys are communicating and targeting one person at a time. Now obviously since these are bots you're going against, they're not really moving, so they're really easy to handle by yourself. But like I've been saying, you really want to create those real game habits and just play safe. And then the next one we have is actually split. And this is actually the opposite of push. This is where the enemies are pushing one of you guys and you guys are split. So one player will usually spawn in between the enemies and the other one will spawn further out. And basically the one that's further out has to support their teammate by pressuring them with some shots and getting to them as quickly as possible to help them out. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't think there was that much to explain to this map. It's pretty self-explanatory as you run through it. As always, if there's any feedback or things I can improve on in this map, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.